Hi guys! Okay, so today I'm going to do a new series. I'm going to start one. Basically, I'm just going to be doing little information videos. Normally my videos are 9-10 minutes long, and I know those are really boring to sit through, so I'm going to do little information videos all separate on certain aspects of makeup. So today I'm going to do foundation, and I might do another one like concealer or something, and then post both of them so I can get my series up and running, because I'll forget about it either way, which isn't very good. And yeah, so I'm just going to start off with foundation. Basically in the videos, I'm just going to show you some of the foundations I have, what brushes I would use or what other people use to apply them, and how I would apply it and how I do apply it in the morning. So, gonna go over with the foundations that I have. Okay, so first, sometimes when I apply foundation, and I know other people do it every day, but sometimes I'll apply a face primer just to hold your foundation on. This one's the e.l.f. one. I think it's $6. It's not expensive at all, and it works really well too. So if you were just trying out face primer, I would definitely check out that one. The foundations I have, I just ran out of this one, but it's the L'Oreal Infallible one. I really like this one. This color is Classic Ivory, if you were wondering, and this makeup's supposed to last 18 hours. I don't think any makeup lasts that long, and I don't really do anything. I go to school, I come home, my makeup doesn't really stay on very well. But I'm not going to use that against any of the foundations I have. I'm just going to tell you what I think of them, what kind of coverage they are. So this one I really like. It's really creamy and thin when you put it on your face, but it's like a medium to full coverage. I would say more medium coverage, but it's really good coverage for the creamy and thinness of the foundation, and it lasts a super duper long time. Like, I don't even know when I bought this, but it was when I started my Project 10 Pan like last year. So it's lasted me way over 6 months, I would say, or at least 6 months. It has a pump, which I really like, and yeah, that's really it. It's really a favorite of mine. I was going to buy it again, but I decided to try something new. My other one I have is my MAC Studio Sculpt SPF 15. Mine's an NW 15. It's a little bit too dark, but this is the lightest it comes in. Unless you get NC 15, which I didn't want. But I really like this one. It's a full coverage foundation. I use it on my nose because my nose has freckles and blackheads and stuff, and I don't want people seeing those. So I use a full coverage one on my nose. It's very thick. I don't like using it on my cheeks and my forehead because it is so thick, and I don't need it that thick on those areas. Unless one day I have really red cheeks or something, I'll put this one on there, but I don't really like it on there. And then the one I got yesterday, so I can't really do a full out review like those two, but if you want to call that a full review, it's the Fit Me foundation by Maybelline. It is the one. It is the new one. This one's in Classic Ivory also. It's the 120. But these are completely different colors. Just so you know, going back and forth from brands, make sure you test them out. I don't like how this one doesn't have a pump, because you always have to dump and you always get too much. I try to just stick my finger on top when I first open it, put that as far as I can, and then get a little bit more bit by bit. But I really like this one because of the container. It's very stylish. This one was glass too, so I really like how they're both glass. But this one looks really nice. For a drugstore foundation, mine was only $9 plus tax, and this one was like $13 plus tax, I'm pretty sure. So it's a big difference, and they are the same size. But yeah, I really like this one so far. It's a little bit too dark, but on the container it says blend seamlessly, and it did. Like, I blended it down my neck and you couldn't even see a foundation line. So I do really like that one. They come in a bunch of colors, so I would check them out at the store. Be sure to check them out because I read somewhere that the 115 color is very orange, and you don't really want orange on your face. And people say that the 110 is really good, but I've read you can only get it at Walmart, and to be honest, I didn't see it at Zeller's where I got mine. For foundation, you can also use a mineralized skin finish. I don't. I use it as a setting powder, so If you have really good skin and you just want to cover up the oil, I would use this with a big fluffy brush. Mine's in medium, by the way. Brushes for foundation. The one that I use, if I use a brush, to be honest, I love using my fingers. I think it's a lot better. It's a lot easier. I just always have a towel so I can wipe my hands on it. But I use a foundation brush. That's what it is, a foundation brush. So why not? It gets really good into like corners of your eyes and just little areas. If I need to cover up my nose or right under my eyes, I put it just on the side. I don't use concealer with this, so if I'm saying under my eyes, I put foundation and then concealer, but I would use a foundation brush. I know some people, that went right through. I know some people use a stippling brush. I don't like to. I like using it for my blush. That's why it's pink. But they use a stippling brush and just stipple it on their face and then do circles to blend it in. But I've never done that with it, so I can't really comment on how I like it. And I know other people use a buffer brush. This one is just from somewhere random, and I tried it one time. And I found it soaked up a lot of foundation in the brush, but also this one's not too soft, so it didn't feel very nice. That's about it for my foundation. I don't want to make these too long. But basically, my favorite thing to use is my fingers for applying. And all I do is put a little bit on my one cheek, blend that in. A little bit on my other, blend that in. My chin, above my mouth. My forehead, and then maybe if I have extra of the thinner foundation, a little bit on my nose. But if I don't, I just put this one on anyway. And put a little dot and just rub it on my nose and all areas. But that's basically all I do with my foundation. I don't do anything special. I basically put it on my fingers, put it on my face, and I'm done. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one, which will be concealer.